thing.
Oh, are you a thrill seeker now, Lucian? Is that what we do? I'm gonna take that as my trophy. Why would you start that? We were fine. Oh, well, we might as well see if it had a home and had loot at this point. Anything around here? I heard this glowing noise. Oh. What? Good lord. Hush. Yeah, you see, Lucian? This could have been you right here. What do you have on him? Some book? Give that a read. A note. And Stormcloak armor. Oh, well. That ain't too good. What's in here? After many battles, it was clear who'd win the war. I'll save that one for later. Note. Captain, there have been multiple complaints about attacks near the river northwest of the Rift. We could use some more civilian support from that area for the war effort. So send a few men to investigate. It's probably just a couple of wolves, so you'll only need to send at most 2 men. Happy hunting. Oh, well, yeah, that was a bit of a miscalculation. What's your friend got on you? Oh, nothing. Oh, well. I must remember when we get here to read that book of the Dragonborn. It's probably important. A bridge! Oh, a bridge. Civilization. Well. The last person we met was a... Oh!
Can't tell her what to do.
Oh! A village.
You're hardly throwing her to the wolves. She just wants to see the world, just like I did when I was her age.
And if she decides to leave Iverstead, what then? No. No, I can't.
Yeah, don't leave this place. There's trolls about. Hey!
Staying safe, I hope? Until next time.
Kind of. Is it another one? Do you people live by one of these glowing plants? There, solved your problem. Right, so... Oh, God. Oh, and I can even see there's a pathway. I think that is anyway. Is that really our next stop? Let's talk to the locals first. I guess we'll...
Damn faithless Imperials. Every one of them.
Alright, these are Stormcloak people. Let's not say anything bad about them. What do we have? A house. The inn it is.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
I will. Right, I guess we just ask about the journey up there? Who are
I
you?
think I saw it again. That ghost.
Sure looks
was
like a
over by
big
the
old
barrels.
mountain up close like this.
That thing's evil.
Can't wait to start climbing.
I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
clueless. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
Ghosts? Come on now. But yeah, I'm with you there, Lucian. It, can't wait. Anyway, hey.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now? What do you want?
Alright, jeez. I was just wondering about the place up top the mountain.
Klimek brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them.
Klimek. Right, and can you tell me anything about this place?
What a boring subject.
Yeah.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead? What a boring town.
Well, what a boring person.
What a boring conversation.
What a boring face. Hey.
Can you believe it? Another pile of logs ruined. These damn bears are driving me crazy.
I can't believe it. Why? What?
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Right, we're trying to have a conversation here. What is it making you angry?
My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago.
Right. It sounds like you need, like, therapy or something. But yeah, the rumors of dragons, that's true. Anyway, place atop the mountain, High Hrothgar, right? Tell me about it.
The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine.
Cool.
Just get out of my way, I've got work to do.
Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
What is wrong with people?
I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it.
You just had this
Klimek
conversation.
still has so much to learn.
Klimek is
Let's
doing
go for it.
just fine.
Come on, it's group discussion.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Right, let's see. Actually, I haven't really asked you, do you know anything about the Dragonborn?
Ah. You're convinced that that's what you are, then?
Well, yeah, I don't know, I'm just curious.
And neither do I. Not for certain.
What's the point?
I imagine we'll find out soon enough, though, Anyway, you asked me what I know. I'm more familiar with the Cyrodiilic legends than the Nordic ones, but I'll tell you what I've read. Though some scholars on Solstheim dispute it, the first definite use of the term Dragonborn is attributed to Saint Alessia, back in the First Era. The story goes that on her deathbed, Alessia made a pact with Akatosh, who infused her with his divine blood and granted her the Amulet of Kings. Akatosh then sealed off the Plains of Oblivion, banishing the Aedra and Daedra from the surface of Nirn forevermore.
Boy.
Or at least, for as long as one of Alessia's descendants sat on the throne of Cyrodiil and wore the amulet. From then on, Alessia's descendants were known as Dragonborn. Of course, that line ended with the death of Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis.
Yeah, sorry.
Something on your mind?
No.
Let's get moving.
Thanks. Cheers. Oof, what about you, Lydia?
Still here.
No, you have no opinion. Cool.
Let's get going then.
Let's talk to the guy at the desk. Hey.
Welcome, friend. Welcome to the Villamere Inn. Need a room? Maybe a drink? If there's anything I can get you, you just let me know. So, you're headed up to High Hrothgar, aren't you?
Oh, how do you know?
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to the monastery.
Fair point.
If you're headed up to High Hrothgar, watch your step. It's a long way down. Oh, while you're here, if I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
It's haunted. Lucian, I keep telling you this, it's rude to talk when I'm talking to people. You said it's haunted. There's a barrow that's haunted. Sure. What can you tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
Right, you haven't really convinced me. I'll leave it at that.
If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a long way down.
Yep, you said that. Well, this wasn't very good in here. Hey, what do, I mean, it's lovely, it's lovely. Let's go.
Damn faithless Imperials. Every one of them.
Right. How am I feeling is question. I'm slightly tired. So we probably shouldn't climb a mountain just yet. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it sounds like it's going to be a while. So I guess we just explore the area.
There's Imperials hiding here somewhere.
Oh boy. You don't need to worry about me. I'm not on either
Those
side.
snowbacked Imperials renounced humanity when they laid down before the Thalmor.
Well, they have nothing else to talk about, huh? Is this it? Is this the entire village? Well, okay, well... This is a house. Is there anything else? There's... I assume that's the haunted place. Haunted in quotation marks. What's going on over here? Oh, I got my boots wet. What happened here? Hello? Oh my god.
For a small town, Eidersted's been here for a long time. There are references to it dating back as far as the Second Era. Who'd have guessed?
Are you okay there, sir? One of them days, huh? One of them days. I'm gonna swiftly walk away from him. Ugh, well, I'll ask these farmers, but there's nothing else to do. I might
You have to let Faster
take a look at
follow
these
her heart.
ghosts.
You can't tell her what to do.
She's our only child, Bodhi. Am I to throw her to the wolves?
Hey!
You a pilgrim or just passing
She just
through?
wants to see the world, just like I did when I was her age.
Sorry, you've already had this conversation, so I'm sort of taking over. Yeah, I'm heading to that monastery.
Well, if you're heading up to High Hrothgar, you'll want to watch yourself along the way. I hear wolves proud the steps. And I would just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
Right, wolves. Of course there's wolves. I mean, that's just a given at this place, right? This entire Skyrim is just wolves. Anything you can tell me about the place?
They call it the path to the monastery to 7,000 steps. Can you imagine?
Yeah, no.
I'm not certain if I could even make it to the top without collapsing from exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a lot of complaining. You okay there? It's a very intense stare. What can you tell me about this place?
Used to be a good-sized town, but folks have been moving to
I need
Riften
you to
for a
pitch in a
while
little
now.
more around here, dear.
There's so much history in this town. Let's look around. There's not much left.
I know your sights are set beyond this town, but for now, while you're under our roof, I need you to pitch in a little more.
Yes, Mother.
Jeez,
Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
sounds like a threat. Are they keeping you here to do farming? Look, I've been in this position. Just leave.
It's so exciting when new folk come into town. Have anything interesting to tell me?
Not really. I mean, I'm just heading up top mountain.
Oh, you're a traveler. You must have so much to tell about the world outside this boring town. I wish I could go with you.
Well, I mean... Tell me about Bassetness. I don't know what that is. Anything you can tell me about that place? You are really off-putting. Why do you just stare at me? Anyway, yeah, what can you tell me about it?
The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they live their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine?
Oh. Oh, this is going to be a bit awkward. Guess I'll figure that out when I get there.
I wish I could go with you.
If they don't talk, I guess I don't know sign language. I don't know. Look, I know they said this place is haunted, but of course it isn't. Let's just have a look. I mean, maybe at worst there's those sort of dead Draugr creatures.
Is that one of the old ruins?
This is the old ruin, the one they were talking about. They just have bones laying in a pile.
The woodlands here remind me of home.
Ah, Cyrodiil, I do miss you.
This reminds you of home? I'm not going to question what your home is like. It's just a bunch of bones. We could go in. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 AM. I mean, I might as well just sleep and we should get going, right? No point waiting until nighttime.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Alright, how much is a room?
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Ah, I just walked around it, it's fine. Oh god, 70 gold here.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Oh boy. Hey. Alright, let's sleep for a bit. Is this my bed? You know what? Go get your own room, blimey. While I'm here, let's read a certain book of the Dragonborn. The year 360 of the Third Era... I don't know. Any people... Oh, no, that's an M? That's a fancy M? Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We are, of course, ruled by the Dragonborn Emperors. The what now? Can I be one? That would be fun. But the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts. And in this book, I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as Dragonborn through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Agatosh, when the blessed Saint Alicia was given the Amulet of Kings and the dragonfires in the Temple of the One were first lit. Look, just tell me what a Dragonborn... I can shout. Why am I shouting loud? Akatosh, looking away with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart and blessed Saint Alicia with the blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alicia's generation were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavour to seal tight the gates of oblivion and deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving Aelids. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known as Dragonborn. Right, but do you tell me just what a Dragonborn is? Like, nowadays. The connection with the rulers of the Emperor was thus there from the beginning. Only those of the dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Kings and light the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire have been Dragonborn. The emperors and empresses of this first Cydelic Council, founded by Alesia. There's Roman Cyrodiil and his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim, I've heard that name a lot, and his heirs. Down to our current emperor. Right. But like, more people can be Dragonborn than just the emperors, right? I mean, I was an orphan, and I don't know my parents, but I'm pretty sure I would know if they were emperors. Especially because I'm a big cat. And I don't think they were. Because of this connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all scholars and those of us who dedicated to the services of the blessed Talos. Who was Tiber Septim? Very few realise that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of heredity. Oh, it's not hereditary. Interesting. Being the blessing of Akatosh himself. So I'm blessed by Akatosh. I guess I better read about him a bit more. It is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become Emperor and light the Dragonfires are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. But were they Dragonborn and thus able to do these things? Or was the doing the sign of the blessing of Akatosh descended upon them? All that we can say is that it is both, and neither, a divine mystery. The line of Septims have all been Dragonborn, of course, which is one of the simplistic notions of it being hereditary and becomes so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related. There's also no evidence that the remaining Cyrodiil was descendants of Alesia. Right, so this talks about Emperor stuff, and I don't think that really relates to me. Whether there can be more than one Dragonborn at any time is another mystery. The Emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the Imperial succession itself means at the very least there are 2 or more potential Dragonborn at any time. The current ruler and his or her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints of this, although little is known of their activities during the interregnum between Remain's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those they believed or might be Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being Dragonborn. Alright, this is what I was looking for. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days when dragons are a distant memory, we forget that in the early days, being Dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that this meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Nords found tale of the Dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of the dragons they killed. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaviri sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion. There is some evidence that this continued after they became Roman Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard, again the connection to dragons, the direct predecessor of the Blades of today. I leave you with what is known as the Prophecy of the Dragonborn. It often said to originate in the Elder Scroll. An Elder Scroll? What on earth is an Elder Scroll? Although it is sometimes also contributed to an ancient Akaviri. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens have been fulfilled, and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatosh's gift to mortal kind has yet to be fully understood. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks, and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail, and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne, and the white tower falls, when Snow Tower lies sundered, kingless bleeding, the World Eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn. Right, so... prophecies are weird. Let's say, hypothetically, I am this Dragonborn. A Dragonborn, I should say, because this prophecy relates to the last Dragonborn. Let's see if any of these passages relate to me. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world? I don't know what's going on around the entire world, so I don't know about that one. When the brass tower walks and time is reshaped. I don't know what a brass tower is, and time's doing alright, I think. When the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles. Again, red tower, not sure about that. And thrice blessed. No, I'm not that blessed. When the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls. I know the throne at the moment's a bit shaky in Skyrim. Wasn't that guy I was with and going to be executed with, he killed whoever was on the throne at the moment. And the white tower falls. I guess in that context is just Skyrim the white tower? Okay, that's a stretch. When the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding. Okay, it's kingless, so okay, that's 2 points. The World Eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last dragon. Well, alright. This passage doesn't relate to me because there's no World Eater. I hope. And I don't think anyone's relying on me to do anything. Oof, what do you think, Lucian? Yeah, I don't know either. Can you walk away? I'm gonna sleep for a bit. Let's go... just 6 hours. Right. I guess stamina. I'm not very... I've got to climb steps. Yeah, if I'm climbing steps, I'm gonna need that. Speech? I might need that to talk to these guys. Although my speech isn't very good. How's two-handed for me? Can't get anything for that. Ooh, let's... yeah, my armor... I am almost dying a few times, so let's... grab that. Oh, there we go. Did you really just stand there? That's a bit creepy, Lucian. Come on now. Lydia didn't do that. Make note. Hey. Okay. Where's the starting line?
The Imperials think we need their laws.
God, they really hate the Empire. Ah, steps. Oh boy.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Oh, what?
Expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Hello, friend. Are you passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? I'm about to make a delivery up there myself.
Yeah, you said it was dangerous. Just what can you tell me about the place?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful. but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
Noted. I guess that's the danger? Other than wolves. What deliveries do you make then?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And what do they give you?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
Wait, you're telling me you climb 7,000 steps to give them your food, and you're not charging them? Right. Would you pay me if I did it?
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Yes, I would hold on to these supplies. Hahaha. Wink, wink. Anyway, what should I be watching out for whilst I go on up?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Right, good point. Okay, cool.
Be careful up there.
So what did he give me? Supplies? I mean, before I eat these myself, maybe if I give them to the Greybeards, they'll let me in. Oh boy. First step, let's do this.